Don Chin has been making comic books on the Redwood Coast since the 80s, and his most famous creation is the adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters, which circles the globe with comic book fame.
They were born out of a heroic act. They were sent in 1977 to destroy a big blob of radioactive cosmic jello that was going to envelop the Earth and suffocate everybody. It's kind of like what if Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of met Deadpool and they had a love child.
Chin ran a comic book store while attending classes at Humboldt State University, and when the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, he began to play with the idea of a parody.
I came up with adolescent, radioactive, black belt, hamsters. I thought, that's kind of cool. And then I thought, what would they look like? So I took my pen and I doodled 4 hamster heads. And so they're going to do this omnibus, which is basically another word for a collection. And they're going to have a softcover version, hardcover version, signed editions.
The 40-year anniversary omnibus can be accessed through their Kickstarter page, but Chin started making parody comics with his friends at Eureka High School years before with their brainchild, Overload magazine.
My parents actually helped me to publish it, and it was only like $1 cover price back then. And over time, we got better and better at the publishing. So by the time we did our 5th issue, which was a couple years later, this was Overload, which has a Dwayne Flatmo cover on it.
And being in such an art-rich community as the Redwood Coast, Chin appreciates having access to the folks he grew up with as an artist.
I still run into guys that worked, that were in my cartooning class. My teachers would read my work and they'd always encourage me to keep going. And so there's a guy named Bill Crichton who's was a teacher at Eureka High School. My cartooning teacher. I think if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would be sitting here right now, because he was a guy that every day I would give him my cartoons and he'd always, be honest and critique.
He never expected his parody to be his claim to fame, but he's happy to be able to poke fun at such a big name in an endearing manner.
My goal was always to write for Marvel or DC and do Spider-Man or Superman or something like that. But I think God just really blessed me with this talent to make fun of things. I did it because I really liked the Turtles, and I got to meet some of the guys that worked on the Turtles, and they didn't take offense at it. They actually, I think, were flattered that we did it. Someday, maybe there'll be a Hamsters Turtles crossover. That would be awesome. We'll see.
From Eureka, because local matters, Abraham Navarro, Redwood News.